Hello and welcome back to our RedRun challenge in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where today we're going to be playing with a Nibblesnarf using our shiny new Carapace Mace. So let's go ahead and grab some food first. Oh boy, we get fresh on the fish and the bread. That is great. I'm looking forward to having this mace be a thing because, yeah, it's got way more green sharp than our last weapon did. And, on average, it'll be doing more damage than our last weapon as well. Yes, today, Nibblesnarf. Because it is a key quest. And it's something. I'm actually going to need to get my hands on a shark skin sooner rather than later. Because I've got one more key quest to do here in the village, and then I need to have the shark skin, I think, in order to make a mask that is required to continue. So that'll be mildly bothersome, because shark skins are like a 22% carve from sharks. And yeah, that's not a huge amount. And I think it would have been faster had I gone the other way. Oh well. Actually, yeah, if I had taken the shortcut from the base camp, that would have been the fastest. But oh well. It's been a while since I've played this game. My memory's not perfect, it's just good most of the time. And right through here, we will find our snarfy friend. I don't really need to paint it, but I'm going to anyway. Well, actually, no, I'm not. It never does subterranean area changes. Good job killing those Renos. The world is a better place for your service. So this is actually the second game that had Nibblesnarf, the first being Portable Third, in which Nibblesnarf was introduced as kind of land substitution of Gobble, because Gobble was not in Portable Third because there was no swimming. But they wanted to have something Gobble-like, so we got Snarf. And it's feeling like I'm critting, or negative critting, way more than 30% of the time, which is very unfortunate. So we actually like when Snarf does this move, because it makes his little footsies nice and available. And as long as we don't get ourselves caught in it, there's nothing to lose. And having his footsies be available is actually really good for us, because in this game we can't just ride him to get a knockdown that exposes his uvula. In this game, the easiest way to do it is to break one of his feet. So we want them footsies to break. Hello, footsies. That was a little bit of a dangerous move we just did, but we came out just fine. I honestly feel like they did a pretty good job with Snarf. It's not my favorite Leviathan by a long shot, but it's got plenty of personality of its own. It doesn't feel too similar to Gobble. And yet, it's very clear that the inspiration was there. Poor Kayamba. Excuse you. Theoretically, I could get him to eat a bomb during this move, but it wouldn't be safe for me to try to get him to do it then. We just broke his foot during a time when breaking the foot doesn't knock him over. That is very unfortunate. They did give us Sonics, which actually would let us basically tell him where to pop up out of the sand. But it's this move right here that I like to place bombs during because he just comes right on back. He's got his gills all exposed right now because he is tired. But we're going to fish him on up, which unfortunately is going to put his gills in a rather difficult to reach spot. Bit of a shame, because breaking those is nice, what with it being a break. Let's grab this sparkly, because sparklies are pretty tough to actually see in this area. So, gotta get them before you lose them. And there we go. The gills are broken. That's good. Now we don't have to worry about whether or not he gets tired later. I used the smaller bomb first because that way we're guaranteed to have both of these bombs work if he eats them. So, that's the reasoning behind that. And now he's not tired anymore. So we still want to get that other foot, because the uvula doesn't take much to break, but doesn't break if you don't hit it. It really is unfortunate that when you fish him up, it doesn't have his mouth hittable. You can hit his foot a few times, which we're going to do. Though we're not going to really go much farther than that, because we don't want to accidentally break it early. Because that's the only foot we have left. You don't have to break a foot to knock him down, you can just flinch it. But of course, breaking the foot is the one where it's easier to tell which foot you're closer to getting the knockdown from. Oh, that's right. We need big fins, don't we? But we also need to get this guy to eat this bomb. There he goes. So this will get us a third sparkly, which will be the last sparkly we can get from Snarf. Assuming this Delix doesn't ruin it for us. Freaking Delix. We'll still have another chance. It's not like the Delix stole our last chance. We just have to rely on one of the... basically, one of the exposures of his fishing outableness that comes from damage rather than from a bomb. Come here, Delix. Jerk. Oh, that's right, sonic bombs. It was very kind of them to give us 5. It's more than we would ever need against a Snarf. Okay, this is perhaps not the best time to be carving one of these. Especially not for just a sharpened fang. We need a big fin. Incidentally, the easiest place to get a big fin is... Wow, we were just inside it. Easiest place to get a big fin is actually Jen Moran's tongue, which is a little odd that that's the case. But Delics are the earliest place we can get a big fin, so that's why we're going for it from them. I mean, since they're here, there's no reason for us to not try it. There's the knockdown we wanted. Now let's pop this uvula. Didn't get it, so we are going to need to get another knockdown. Looks like he's making his way out. Not swimping yet, though, so we do definitely still have a chance at breaking that uvula. But we want to get this Delix. There we go. Big fin, please. Just need one. There we go. Actually, I think I need more than one, but there's something that only takes one, I think. Shame we can't get a shark skin from a Delix, but then again, why would we be able to? All right, Snarf, how's it going? You doing good? If we hit his nose enough times, then we will be given another chance to fish him out. A chance during which freaking Delix wouldn't be able to cause us to fail. Though an Alteroth would be just as capable of making us fail. And those little guys are aggressive. Well, the big ones are. And the small ones, too, if they've had their home destroyed, like this one. Nice try, buddy. Here, have some bops on the nose. Oh, you just really want some bops on the nose, don't you? Okay. Tried to go for a couple bops too many there. Expose your hands. Thank you. So we need to actually hit the hands, not the face. Because unfortunately, hitting the face can't get us a knockdown from hitting the hands. It's weird how those are two different hit zones, isn't it? Like, normally you'd look at someone and you'd think, hey, their face and their hand are basically the same thing, right? But in this case, no. Snarf's face and hand are, in fact, two different things. Unfortunately, we just put work onto two different hands, but I choose to view that as us making it slightly more likely that we'll get a knockdown from at least one hand. Unfortunately, he's doing this move, which, I mean, when he's done with it, it gives us a chance, but when he's tired while he's doing it, that's good. Should mean a longer chance. Pretty sure some of those hits went to the face. Gonna hold off on using the first, or the ration, because we do have that one skill that I've forgotten the name of. Alright, here is actually not our chance to fish him out again. But it is a chance to hit his hands that I just blew a little bit of. Ow. Oh, are you gonna swim? No, you're not. You're just moving. Okay. I think that's the shortest time I've ever seen a Nibble Snarf spend in one area. That Reno is toast. But that's actually great for us because Snarf's going to pop up on the other side and just let us get some free hits. Unfortunately, it's not as great as it would have been had he done it with his hands available. I just jumped through his mouth. That's a swim. So we're probably not going to end up breaking the uvula. Which is a shame. If only I hadn't actually gotten that one break early, we might have had a pretty good chance at getting the uvula. But oh well. And since the Reno is carvable, we might as well, while we give the Snarf a chance to get to sleep. And the Snarf should be well asleep by now. Yep, that's a sleepy Snarf. So, you'll note it sleeps with its hands exposed, so we got a couple hits there. Oh, we're also going to miss out on a Sparkly too, aren't we? Because of a freaking Delix. Alright. It's annoying that it's using this move because it takes a long time, but again, it leaves its hands exposed at the end. So we were working on his left hand while he was asleep, so let's continue work on the left hand. Unfortunately, he wasn't tired, so he didn't actually leave it exposed for an extra little bit at the end. Well, that's an exposed hand. And that was several hits on the face and not nearly enough on the hands. And more of this. If it wasn't for this little rock, we might have gotten a little closer. Threw my Sonic Bomb a little late there, a little earlier, and it would have popped up directly under the Sonic. Of course, that wouldn't have been too much of an advantage for us, just would have been a thing. But here we get another shot at it. So yeah. Well, that was a flinch, but unfortunately not the right timing. Okay, at least we get another shot to fish it up, and there's nothing here to interrupt us, so as long as I don't suck at mashing, we at least get to do that. Oh, does it only do 2 sparklies? That's a bit of a shame. What's going on, buddy? Okay, it's another chance at the uvula. Sucks that we only have yellow sharp, but we got it. And that means we can fish him out yet again. And again, we've only got yellow sharp, but he was close enough to dead anyway. So, we got all breaks. That's very nice. And we also got all sparklies, which is also very nice. Yeah. Snarf is a neat monster. I think it'd be kind of interesting to see it come back in Monster Hunter World. But we don't currently have any Leviathans confirmed for Monster Hunter World, which is kind of sad. I really like Leviathans. Like, the only Leviathan that I don't like that I can think of is Purple Ludroth, and that's just because it's annoying with how much poison it can do. But all the other Leviathans I rather enjoy and wouldn't mind seeing back. Even if they're land-bound, what with World not having swimming. And World comes out at the end of this week, which means I'm going to have video series from 3 different generations of Monster Hunter going at once. That'll be interesting. Of course, that's assuming I survive until the end of this week in this run, but I don't expect I'll get taken out before then. Oh, look who's back. I guess we didn't have to do both of the key quests for this to happen? Oh, okay. Not a thing that happened? That's a very odd proportion. Because, like, 3 times taller than Cha-Cha is 1.5 times as tall as us, thereabouts. But 100 times bigger than Laggy. That puts it at about, 3,000 meters long. So 3,000 meters long, but 1.5 meters tall. That is very odd. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. let's go ahead and have Cha-Cha join us as well. So now we get both of them following us. And then we gotta change this guy's dances, because... yeah, we like having heels. So, heels, please. And... let's change the mask. Do we want the fluffy mask? That does make him focus on gathering. And it gives us basically free psycho serums. I think we can hold off until high rank, though. So yeah, we're good as is for him. And how about for you? So stingy. Oh no. It's almost as though they both have different stories. But who is telling the truth? Either way, everything else about Kayamba is just fine. And what do you want to tell us? No, you don't have to correct yourself. You were right the first time. Well, yeah, it will. Like, seriously, oxygen supplies work just fine when you're fighting Cedeus. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I'd be fine with just oxygen supplies. Though, admittedly, I would want a pretty significantly better weapon before I take on Cedeus. Because I would much rather kill it than drive it off. And well, actually, you can't kill it the first time you fight it. But, still, I want to have some security in being able to actually get it low enough. Oh, good. Laggy in the woods is nice. So, forecast. Rathian, that's actually enticing. Like, we're not allowed to touch the Pecco, but we are allowed to touch the Rathian. Yeah, I think we'll probably do that next time, because I do need Rathian webbing, though I don't know that we can actually get it from the woods Rathians. Well, we can if we carve it. And also, I do need to get into the woods again to try and get some shark skin. Need to actually hope that they've got sharks, because they aren't always there. And wasn't there something that I could do? Oh, that's what I needed the big fin for, the shroom box. I mean, it's something. Catalysts. That's right. That's what we need for the farm. And yeah, I think we can get away with just catalysts. But yeah, we need this. This is why we need the shark skin. This is the whole reason. And apparently we need 500 resource points for it. So yeah, we can't just go spending our resource points willy-nilly without needing to make more. And they still don't want to let us do lava nuggets. But once they do, resources will stop being an issue again. And let's check what you've got to say. Oh, will they? Alright, so I'm just gonna... Well, I'm gonna end the episode here, but between episodes I'm gonna make sure that I am allowed to hunt Rathian in the Moga Woods. And if I am, we hunt her next time. And if I'm not, then we hunt her in a quest, I guess. Because I do want a Rathian webbing. So yeah, join us next time for Rathian. See you then, friends.